New Hampshire's place? Trucks. I got trucks. I'm trying to talk about my hometown and how it's New Hampshire's place to be, and I got trucks. This is Derry, New Hampshire. You might know it as Derry, Maine and it, but they're referring to Derry, New Hampshire. And the best line about Derry in the original it is, Derry, why would you ever want to go back to that dirty town? Let's go. We're in my hometown of Derry, New Hampshire. Yes, Derry, like from the movie It, or Stephen King is using in a couple different books. He usually says Derry, Maine, but he's referencing this town right here, spelled D-E-R-R-Y, Derry, New Hampshire. And wow, Derry, oh hi, Griff. You helping me this time? And why Derry is known for being part of the Stephen King It franchise, it's also known for something else. Little lady we like to call Pamela Smart. She lived in this house right here, 4D, Misty Morning Drive, right here in Derry, New Hampshire. She was a teacher of some sort. She did like a media department class up at Winnicott High School, which is about 45 minutes northeast of here, and started a little relationship with a 17-year-old boy there. She was married at the time to Greg Smart, sharing this apartment, townhouse, whatever you want to call it. Let's call it a townhouse. That sounds nicer for the people that obviously still live here since the door's open, if you want to get a shot of that. I don't know if they know they're living where someone got murdered literally right in that hallway right there. I kind of want them to come out so I can tell them in person, but there's a Shaw's down the street from here that we will go and check out as well. 3 teenage boys, the driver, the young Billy who is having the affair with Pamela Smart, and another guy who is kind of the rowdy one of the bunch. One stays out in the car, the other 2 break into the place. They make it look like a robbery, but one of Greg Smart's last words as Billy tries to take his engagement ring off his finger is that, "I can't do that, my wife would kill me." Little did he know that his wife was behind his killing the whole time. Let's try to get as close as we can to this place right here. So May 1st, 1990. It's nighttime. Pam Smart knows her husband's coming home. He comes in, he gets ambushed in that hallway right there, and basically gets killed execution style a few feet into that, from that door right there. So many movies have been made about this case. That Lifetime movie with Helen Hunt, I believe there's another one with Nicole Kidman, that they're all loosely based around this moment right here. But the Hot for Teacher murder happened right here in my hometown of Derry, New Hampshire. 4D, Misty Morning Drive. Don't come bother these people, or maybe, you know, let them know that they're living with a ghost. All right, so right behind those trees is where Misty Morning Drive is. This is a little spot called Derry Meadows, but this down at the end here is the Shaw's parking lot that the 3 boys sat in, contemplating what they were going to do, how they were going to do it. This is a very infamous area of Derry though, because this is right into downtown Derry. This is the back of Hood Commons, and actually you can see a field up here where kids playing, and this is one of the middle schools back here that these kids sat in. These 17-year-old boys sat in this parking lot contemplating how they were going to murder the husband of their friend's girlfriend, I guess, lover. I hate that term. Lover. Love, my lover. He knows what it is. Where are we right now, Vince Sanity?
Hook and Ladder, New York City. Used in the Ghostbusters. Both Ghostbusters.
As a kid, this is the place that I always wanted to be every day.
As an adult?
As an adult,
Nice.
Nothing's changed. The steps are still the same as it was inside. No pole to slide down, which is disappointing.
Yeah, that is kind of disappointing.
But this is right where Echo 1 pulls up. It needs brakes, shocks, brake pads, full wiring. All right, filming. Thanks, Vinny. So we're approaching the Dakota. This is the spot where John Lennon was assassinated. Mark David Chapman sat out here all day. He actually sat out here for a while, a couple of days. But on the day of the events, he had his copy of Double Fantasy, Catcher in the Rye. Earlier that afternoon, he has John Lennon sign the copy of Double Fantasy. And he waits. He waits for him. All of a sudden, John Lennon comes back that night. And right here in front of the Dakota, Mark David Chapman has 5 hollow point bullets in his gun. He hits John Lennon with 4 of them. John Lennon takes off running. He actually crashes through a plate glass window. Mark David Chapman sits down right here, I believe on one of these banisters, and starts reading Catcher in the Rye until the cops show up. But basically right here is where John Lennon bled out and his final moments took place. In front of the Dakota where him, Yoko, and his son Sean, who actually Sean met Mark David Chapman earlier that day, lived right here. And this is actually the last spot anyone would see him alive.